listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast by Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, Dr. Frederick J. Long, Dr. Mario Melendez, Dr. Jennifer Noonan, and J. M. Smith. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Proof Text. I am Michael Halcomb, and in this episode I'm offering a Hebrew reading. Now, we've been working through the book of Jonah, just verse by verse and word by word, and what we do in these Hebrew reading videos is read out loud, verse by verse, word by word. And so what I'm going to do is put the verse here on the screen, and if you're watching, you'll be able to see that. If you're not, you'll be able to listen, and that's just fine. As always, I'd like to encourage you to read out loud because that's an important step on the road to language fluency. Read out loud. Don't skip over that step. It's tempting to skip over it because it seems so unimportant, but it's important. Read out loud and try to get fluid at reading out loud, fluent at reading out loud as well. So, oftentimes in these videos, because I'm just reading these Hebrew verses kind of cold, right on the spot, I'll trip over some words and things like that. I prefer reading without the pointings, Nikodem and Dagashim, the vowel pointings and whatnot. But in these videos, because most people learn with them, I'm also using them. So, yeah, all right. Here we go. Here comes the first bit of the verse, and we'll let that sit there for a second. Oops. And it says, just the first crack at it, cold, haven't looked at it yet. So we got v'tasheli, v'tashelikani. Oh, that is a long word. It doesn't seem like one word. V'tashelikani, v'tashelikani, metzula, v'takalishani, metzula, bi levav, yamim, v'nahar, soveveni, veveni. All right. Wait, this is tough. There's some crazy words, long words. Kal, mitzbereka, v'galeka, ale, arbu. Sorry, that last one is abaru. Abaru. All right. It'll get better. We'll see. So let's just look at each of these words. We'll read them, the full thing again at the end. So here we have the va with the patak, va, and then the ta with the patak, ta, ta, and then we have she, li, v, tasheli, kani, v, tasheli, kani, v, tasheli, kani. All right, then we have metzula, 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 and then we have bi levav, and I'll point out you have the pointing here with the first bait, and then the subsequent two baits you don't have, so you have a hard B sound and then a V sound. So bi levav, bi levav. Then we have yamim, yamim. Here we have v nahar, v nahar, v nahar. Here we have ye so, ye sov, yesov, yesov veni. Woo, yesov veni. I think I said that very wrong in the beginning, but that's okay. Yesov veni, yesov veni, yesov veni, yesov veni. Kal, mish, bareka, mishbareka, kal mishbareka, v galeka, v galeka, v galeka, ale. So again, we struggle with these ayins. I like doing that guttural and then it's tough when they're the first letter of a word to get that in sometimes. And so a lot of people will just treat it as silent, especially if it's the first letter of a word, but almost always. But you have the comments under it, so it's ale, ale. All right. Then we have avaru, avaru. Now, again, some people are gonna on the previous one, they're just going to say ale, and then on this one, because they treat that ayin as silent, avaru. I liked getting that avaru, avaru. It's got that little hiccup right before avaru, or just avaru is fine. Avaru, avaru. All right. Oh, here we go. Here's the whole thing again. The first bit, anyways. V tashalechani mitsula b levav yamim v nahar yoseveni. Much better. And then we got kal mitzbareka v galeka ali ale a avaru. Yeah, much better. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. I'll go back to the first bit here. All right. ותשלחני מצולה בלבב ימים ונהר יוסבני קל. All right, here we go. קל משברeka וגלeka עלה varu. All right, still struggling a little bit on that last word. The avaru. Avaru. Ale avaru. It'd be much easier to just say ale avaru. Ale avaru is much more difficult. I like doing that, but don't have to. Ale avaru as opposed to ale avaru. So kal mishbareka galeka aleu avaru ale avaru. Woo! All right, this is why it's important precisely to read out loud. I'm going to try it one more time. So v'tashalechani metzula bi levav yamim v'nahar yoseveni. Let's get the second part. That was pretty good, I think. All right, here we go. Kal mishbareka v'galeka ale avaru. Much better. That's why it's important. This is a great example, this episode, of why it's important to read out loud. It helps toward fluency. It builds confidence with your language facility. And so please be reading out loud. All right, I'm going to stop there and I'll say I hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.